appreciate him, but only in a limited sense, because it definitely does lead you to ask, like, why didn't he regret it earlier? Why didn't he stop supporting him earlier? What is going on? I'm a real. Did you vote for Trump?
I did, yeah.
Okay, and why is that?
I'm actually glad that the you mentioned the bipartisan border bill, and if people were really in favor of Trump and his stance on immigration and border policy, then why'd he kill it? And I'm glad he killed it, and I think it's quite impressive that he was able to do it, not even while sitting in office.
Sure. Why are you happy he killed the bipartisan border bill?
Well, I was hoping that you could inform your people. I know why. How much money in the bipartisan border bill was dedicated to border measures, border wall, or any sort of border security measures?
So there was
Twenty
more than
billion
six hundred
dollars.
and fifty million for recapitalizing the border wall construction in the next year.
No,
As Dean
there's
said, there was
20
20 million
billion.
billion, excuse
There's
me.
there's 20 billion dedicated to border security.
True
But
that.
thank you, Jaden. And then how much of it was dedicated to Ukraine?
5 trillion. I'm just kidding. 100 billion was dedicated to Ukraine, Israel, a little bit of
60
humanitarian in
billion.
Gaza.
60 billion.
Oh wow, really? I thought it was 100 billion. Okay, 60 billion. There you go.
60 billion. See,
Yeah.
you got to be on top of your stuff. Just like you didn't know that California had free healthcare for illegal immigrants,
Well, I
which
should clarify.
So it's Medi-Cal, and it's based on
I
income
said free healthcare. I didn't
qualifications.
say Medicare. I didn't say
It's,
Medicaid.
it's
We're
Medi-Cal.
generalizing
It's
here,
not exactly
Jaden.
free. It's not exactly free healthcare as a
No, it is.
resident of California.
In January of 2024,
You know
Medi-Cal
what? How
Medi-Cal
about this?
expanded.
Can I just accept the critique? Okay, I should have known that. What now? What do you do when people are like, "Yeah, you're right"? I'm just curious.
You No, I'm actually, you know what? I'm flattered and impressed that you were willing to do so because earlier after you dismissed that person or that debate finally finished, you tried to totally deflect and say,
Josh,
"Oh,
thank you
I
for the
never
drink can.
said he was wrong. I just told him to provide a source." When let's be real,
Is this
most
going
of
to
your
be
viewers.
needless pettiness, or do you actually have an argument?
No, I actually just presented an argument. Do you think
You
that
didn't.
Jaden, do you think that they should have passed a bill that was, you guys are dubbing it the bipartisan border bill, but it had more dedicated to Ukraine funding than it even did to border security?
Very nice. Can I tell you something quite funny? Is that
It's
okay?
your platform. You can, yeah.
Yeah. So after Donald Trump called the Republicans, said he didn't want the bipartisan border bill, they wrote out all of the border provisions and then still passed all the funding for other countries. What was it? Public Law 152/48
Right.
on April in 2024. And then when Chris Murphy tried to revitalize the border provisions standalone with Langford, that didn't get passed. So all the funding for the other countries did get passed nonetheless. And
Right.
the
But it
border
was no
provisions
longer
didn't.
advertised wrongfully or deceptively to the American people that it's a border bill.
Wait,
So
we
it's
know that
fine if they're
We
going to
know that Donald Trump didn't
call a
torpedo it
cat a
because of the funding
cat,
for other
call a duck a
countries.
duck.
We know that he didn't torpedo it because of funding for other countries. We know he torpedoed it because of the border provisions.
And what's your provide evidence of that?
I have, yeah, great question. I have a great answer. You order a chocolate milkshake. It comes
No,
with
no,
a
no, 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 no. Don't no hypotheticals, no scenarios.
well,
Why was it?
I'm going to logically demonstrate to you with the use of inductive reasoning. So, if you're going to reject the use or deployment of hypotheticals, you're rejecting my inductive reasoning insofar as why I know he torpedoed it because of the border provisions. So,
No,
seemingly, you're just
was is there a
taking away my
quote?
ability to give my argument. So,
Dean, let's be real here.
uh,
Let's use our facts.
yeah,
Is
I'm
there
going to use the
any
fact of
is there
inductive reasoning. If you'd allow me to try, sir, I know it's hard sometimes to let me make an argument that you're not used to.
is there a quote associated with Trump or another Trump administration official or someone working on his campaign that
He
affirmed
said they're
that the reason they
blaming me for the
torpedoed it was
killing of the
because of the
border
border?
bill, and take full responsibility. Yes, blame me.
Correct, correct. He was in doing that. And it wasn't because he was killing the border bill. It was because he wanted to show the authority and the power and influence that he had. It
I don't
wasn't
think that's a good thing.
truly. And Chuck Schumer is
I
the
don't
one
think that's a
that
good thing.
tried to bully him into that position. And he's like, you know what? If that's what you want to say, yes, blame me.
Wait, why is totalitarianism better?
No, 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 no. That's not totalitarianism. It's a party
It
that's
is. I mean, if you're
unified.
talking about a strong-handed arm, right, responding to
Jaden,
one sole authority, that's
sir,
totalitarianism.
You can try to villainize people. It's same to
I'm
you,
not
Dean. When you
villainizing
called the
anybody.
other
That's
gentleman
definitionally
earlier that
totalitarianism.
the reason he opposed immigration or illegal immigration, and you started to dub him a xenophobe because his wife
He
was
is a
immigrant.
xenophobe. That didn't start at the border.
No,
But
we're
his
talking about
argument
the
was that it would
American
hand
people and
Democrats a
why they
political
want
win
stronger
during an
border
election
security and
year.
why they oppose. We're not talking about Trump. We're talking about why the American people voted for Trump and their beliefs as to why we need stronger border security and we need to
Right.
oppose illegal immigration and quit
And Donald Trump's
incentivizing it.
criticism with passing the bill was that it would allow Democrats to claim a political win on a key policy issue going into that election. He didn't
Sure,
want to hand them a W.
like leaving astronauts up in space by the Biden administration
What's that have
because
to
they
do with
didn't
it?
want.
We've had the
No,
so
it's a
we've
policy point, and it's
so
they
about
didn't want
the
a major
astronauts in
campaign
space.
donor to Trump, Elon Musk, to be awarded recognition for rescuing these people that are
So I want to
locked up
clarify.
in space.
We've known since like November or December that available rescue would be would be able to be deployed in late March or early April, and seemingly that time table was followed to a T. So I don't understand.
No,
Why
they
people...
didn't want to award the contracts during the Biden administration to SpaceX in order to complete the rescue.
Okay. Well, I mean, if what you're saying is true, I obviously condemn that.
It is.
Okay. Okay. Can I continue?
We're listening. It's your platform.
Yeah. So if they claim that they just didn't want to award the contracts for whatever reason under the Biden-Harris
Because he was a
administration...
major contributor
Okay.
to the Trump
So, sir,
campaign.
if you're going to allow me to finish, that'd be nice. Thank you. If they didn't want to award
Thank
the
you.
contracts to Elon Musk, I'd condemn that. You could give us your evidence for that later. You could walk us through your reasoning, maybe give us a source from like a statement from somebody internal to the Biden-Harris administration that kind of like whistle blew on that. That's fine. But I want to kind of finish fleshing out this first argument first, that he did not torpedo it because of the border provisions, but rather torpedoed it because of the funding for other countries. So we could use inductive reasoning.
Specifically funding for Ukraine.
Yeah, we could use inductive reasoning to prove this false. So if I give you a milkshake that's chocolate with whipped cream and a cherry, and you give it back to me, and you say, well, you don't want this milkshake because of the cherry on top, but you give it back to me and the only thing you've eaten on it was the cherry on top, you probably didn't return that because of the cherry on top, right?
But it's not because I have some
like,
sort of
for instance,
allergy to cherries and I didn't want it.
I'm a waiter at a restaurant, and I serve you steak, green beans, and mashed potatoes. And then I come back around 10 minutes later, and you're complaining about this dish. You say you hate the green beans, and you want to give the plate back because the green beans are so bad. But the only thing you ate on the plate was the green beans. You're obviously not giving that plate back because you didn't like the green beans. It was the only thing you fucking touched. And my analogy here is that when you tell me that the only reason Donald Trump and Republicans shot down this bipartisan border bill was because of the funding for other countries, but within all reality, the only thing they shot down was the border provisions, and the only thing they passed was the funding for other countries. They're very obviously not.
Which not everyone
because
was in
of funding for other
favor of
countries.
Not everyone was in favor of those things that were being, or the funding that was being given to other countries. And for your viewers, anyone that's going to listen to your analogy and deductive reasoning about a milkshake,
So it's actually not deductive; it's inductive. Let's get that one straight.
Deductive, obfuscate,
It's not deductive;
whatever.
it's inductive.
I'm playing with your brain, dude, and it's funny because you're like a bobblehead. Are you? Jaden's probably familiar with Animagic. Are you familiar with Animagic?
No.
The Animagic is how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the claymation movie. That's how it was made. And Dean's got like this
motion.
No, the specific term for that film and that type of animation is Animagic. You can look it up. It's fine. I figured you would have known.
I don't really care right now.
Nope, but Dean's got that bobbly head, and it's really.
Okay, stop talking about Dean's
amusing.
features. Okay, you can fucking flirt with him later.
All right. Hey, and like happy early birthday to your girlfriend. I thought the car idea is really cool, but she's got to be old enough to drive first. All right. So let's keep it moving. The milkshake, for your viewers to.
Okay. All right.
Well, he's gone.
Sarah.
I mean, pretty simple. Hello, Sarah.
Hi
How are you?
guys. Hi guys. Sorry about that. Just here in the bed with my children. It's 11 o'clock at night here in Ireland. But
Okay.
Sarah, I do appreciate you for joining us, but I'm going to go ahead and take an assumption if you're tuning in from Ireland. That means that you didn't vote for Trump in America, but I do appreciate you so much for the time. Where'd he go? He went gone. He said he left. No, I kicked him. I kicked because he was talking about my girlfriend. Yo, thank you so much for the hanging lights. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go. Quite frankly, everyone, give us a minute. All right, here we go, guys. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. We're going to go to get that next guest up in the box literally right now. All right. Yo, Kim, thank you for the $5 super chat over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the $2 on super chat. The negative commentator, thank you for the $5. Yoshi with the $7. I do appreciate you for that. And then Fraud, FRAWD with the 20 Canadian dollars for the girlfriend's birthday. Thank you so much for the love, Fraud. Addison with the $5, G-Bots with the $5, and Robert with the 20 pounds. Thank you so much for the love, Robert. Everyone show some love to Robert. You guys are still popping off so much. I appreciate you guys so much for the love. Ermina, thank you for the 6 pounds. Bella with the with the 14 Canadian dollars, thank you. And then Daniela once again with the 10. You guys are so phenomenal. Just know that I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm pretty sure that this guest is driving, so we are going to move on to this point. But like seriously, you guys just know that I appreciate it. You guys are really showing up and showing out today. Dude, I love y'all so much. Yo, Tracy, thank you so much for the $13 over on PayPal. Julia, thank you for the 10. And then Marley with the 50 cents. And oh my God, Kiara with the $72. Oh my God. Kiara says, treat your girlfriend, love from Canada. Dude, that is crazy. I want to see 1,000 W's for Kiara down below in the live chat, literally right now. That is insane. Thank you, Kiara. And then also Shrimp, thank you for the $20. And Amelia with the 13. Thank you, Shrimp, Amelia, Kiara, all of you very beautiful souls. Thank you guys so much. And then J Wad with the $20 super chat on YouTube saying free Palestine. Free Palestine, J Wad. Free Palestine. Thank you for the $20. And Wendy with the $20 YouTube super chat as well. And then Charlie with another 50-pound super chat. Dude, thank you, J Wad. Thank you, Wendy. And thank you, Charlie. Charlie says, Dean, what flavor is anxiety pin that people need to know? It's obviously lavender caramel. So great question, and thank you so much for the insane donation. You guys are showing so much love today. W's to all the donors. Holy fucking shit, you guys are just nuts. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, J-Wad. Thank you, Kiara, Amelia, Jessica, Shrimp, Julia. You guys are also phenomenal. Thank you guys so much. And that's only, I think I just need to check one more. Jessica, thank you for the $15 on Venmo. AJ with a 5. Amber with the $20. Stephanie with the $25. Thank you, Stephanie, Amber, Jessica, AJ. You guys are awesome. W's for all the donors. That's fucking nuts, dude.
I've got Lily, thank you for the 45. Melanie, thank you for the 75. Stephanie, thank you for the 15. Kim, thank you for the 10. Joni, thank you for the 20. Jesse, thank you for the 25. And Savannah, thank you for the 5.
Oh my God. You guys are awesome. What's going on, Santa? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
All right, Reggie Bio says, deport all illegals now. Do you mind if I ask you a question, sir? What is one way that undocumented migrants in America hurt the American economy?
It's not so much an economic thing. It's more of just like a national
I know you.
security.
You come up here every once in a while.
National
How
security thing.
do you show your face after Harry? After just grifting and like doing all this stuff? Harry assaults.
Oh, well,
all these
that's
women.
easy. You see, I'm black and Harry is white, and we are
Yeah,
two
I know.
different
Black people can do whatever they want,
and
but like I'm talking to
that's
Dean.
not my point. Is that we're not the same, and we don't condone
Dean, how do you
that
show
behavior.
your face
So.
after like?
Hey, can you
Harry
stop
does all
talking,
this
Santa?
stuff?
Hey, stuff a cookie
Dude,
in it,
who the
please.
hell are you? This
We
is
are
my
not the
life. I'm
same
here to
person.
talk
Shut
to
up.
Dean the
God
Man
damn.
Withers.
We're not the same person. We've
dudes for
condemned those
Harris.
actions. We have removed them from our friend group. We don't associate with them.
You speak
That's
for
all we need to
Dean
say
now?
on that.
Dean
No.
You speak for Dean now?
That's what happened.
Well, what Jaden is doing is he is relating a truthful message to you. But I also do speak for myself. And if you had watched the beginning of the live, you know that.
Well, like the first 10 seconds.
Right now, the first 10 seconds that will be repeated over and over again in every corner of the internet because everybody wanted to know my thoughts, and that's what I want. So now it's
You're
not
just
just the
not
first
friends.
10 seconds of a live stream.
You just
but
revoke your
kinda-
friendship and that's it. You're done with them.
No,
Did
sir,
you revoke
I
your vote for
wanna-
Donald Trump?
I want to clarify just real quick. That's
Yeah,
not
after he
it,
bombed the Houthis, I'm
but
done with
that's
Trump.
but that's all that I want to share on the internet for now because of how crazy
Because of how much
and
money you're making
confusing
currently. Look at how
and hard if you would allow me to finish, the last 48 hours of my life has been. There's a lot of
Dude,
thoughts that I
arguably,
have.
you saying the N word was a million times worse. A million times, and you're just collecting all this money, throwing your boy under the bus who gave you this clout train. Pretty shitty. Very profitable, smart
So
business
what would you?
move,
Can I ask you
but you're
personally,
a
as the
habitual
lone black
user of the
person
N
on
word.
this,
Habitual user of the N word.
as the
Harry's
lone
just
black
like,
person on this
and you
panel
pretended to
here?
be Andrew Tate. The same thing Harry was
That's
doing.
great.
Go ahead, Jay.
Anyways, what exactly do you want to come about from past slur usage? Just no one shows their face after that?
Yeah, answer that question.
Like, genuinely, I am curious what the end game is here in bringing that up.
Yeah.
Well, you were just talking about Donald Trump being racist from the 95.
No, answer the
Can
question.
you answer my question, please? What is the end game?
I don't have an issue with slurs. I don't even know what a slur is. What is a slur?
Well, you know that the N-word is one. Okay.
We're just going to move on to the next guest here, y'all. Everyone just give us a minute. We got the next guest loading in. We got Cameron loading into it live, everybody. Dude, just kind of give us one moment. If you are MAGA, make sure to let me know in that chat, and I'll go ahead and get you up here. Everyone, do just be patient. We're going to go to get that next guest going. Literally right now, we got Dogs in New York loading up into that live. What is going on, you guys? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you, man?
21.
21. Phenomenal. I trust you. Why'd you do it?
Were you gonna get a little emotional there over how hard this past 48 hours has been for you there, Dean?
Can you repeat that for me? I'm not gonna lie, I did not hear you.
Can you get out of the bathroom, please?
For real.
Yo, how do you know that? That's crazy.
Because
I
we
know
can
what
hear the
ambiance sounds
reverb.
like.
So once again, what did you say?
Were you getting a little emotional over how hard the past 48 hours has been for you?
I've definitely gotten very emotional in the last 48 hours, and I don't think a man talking about his emotions are bad. And I think it's funny that you want to characterize it as such and then complain about how you think men are so oppressed in society when you're your own fucking oppressor in the sense that you stigmatize men expressing their emotions, and then you expect men to have a social place to do so in good faith. It's so shitty. It's so shitty.
Yeah,
Like,
that was really
oh my
cute.
God,
I think-
men are so this, men are so that. Men can't talk about how they feel. Men have to be strong all the time. Men can never cry. Men can never express any emotion. But then, like, the moment the man is like, the last 48 hours have been very tough to me. And that's all I said, by the way. Oh, man, Dean, you are this. Dean, you are that. Dean, you're so terrible. No, I'm a human that can feel things. And the fact that you think that's bad maybe demonstrates that you can't feel things, which I don't know is a good thing or not. So where are we at?
Yeah. You went way too long there. I don't think it's bad at all to show emotion. That was really weird that you went on that really long monologue. I just think
Yeah, a minute must feel very long for you.
that was funny. Okay, so
You got your ass cooked. Oh, he left.
Oh, he left.
Oh, good. Oh, Jade, that was good, man. Oh, dude, you're quick on your feet.
I
Oh,
try.
Holy shit, man! That one caught me off guard. Holy shit, that was a
Hi,
funny one.
Lauren.
That was a very funny one. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Jaden. That was fire. What's up, Lauren? How old are you? All right, Lauren's not here, so we're gonna move on to the next guest. Everyone, just do give us a minute, one moment here. Let's go to get Bad Spin up in that box. Robert, thank you so much for the 20 pounds over on YouTube Super Chat, saying happy birthday to your girl. And because you're not afraid to show emotion, Robert, that is so kind of you. Let's get 200 big W's for Robert. And what's up, Bad Spin? Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely. But what I wanted to come up and say is I think Harry actually just got his first W. I think what he's doing. Yeah, I think he's awesome. And I think you're a little bitch, and I think Jaden's a bitch as well.
Hey, watch this. Quick question. How many continents are there?
7, you dumb piece of shit.
Why don't you go to
twink
name
little,
it for me?
You're a twink.
Okay. And, gotta, yeah. Wow. Follow the
Damn,
script.
they always expose their internet history. Johnny.
Yo, Harry W. Fuck them hoes. Who gives a shit?
I swear to
about
God,
those
I've
thoughts?
seen you in person before.
Who gives a shit about those thoughts?
I've seen that exact person before.
Hey, Johnny, I just want to let you know, man.
Shut up, D, you little bitch. Stop being a little whore.
Oh, you're on mute.
Jesus Christ.
We understand that every first date you've went on has led to a restraining order. But just
Why the
being
girl you
honest,
took on a date called you a midget?
just to be honest, man.
Oh, hey, that's
Just to be honest, like, it is bad to take that resentment, anger, because you're not a high value man, and try to project that onto the women around you. And not only is it bad for very obvious ethical concerns that I don't think you care about, but it's definitely ensuring that you will never be touched by a woman. Not even your mom, dude. Moving on, here we go. All right, everyone just give us one moment here. We got Hayden loading up into the box.
Hayden.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? How old are you?
I'm 18. So
What year were you born?
2006.
Who was president when you were born?
Obama.
Wrong. Get out of
Yes,
here.
He was. Wait, no shit.
No,
shit.
he
My bad.
wasn't.
It was Bush. It was Bush. It was Bush. It was Bush. I'm not lying.
Okay.
Trust.
Okay, we just need to undergo a little bit more scrutiny here. You're driving, you see a solid yellow line next to a dotted yellow line. What does that mean?
You can't cross on that line. You can't pass them.
Well, I don't know, Jaden. This is like, what's a mortgage?
A mortgage is like a house loan.
Wow. Dude, Jaden, I don't know. This
Okay.
This
I'll
could
let
be,
it pass for now.
I don't even know if I'm there yet, but like everything's hinting at, these answers are right. What year did you graduate high school?
Me?
Yes.
I'm graduating this year.
Really? What's something only a senior in high school would know?
I don't know. You don't go in my high school. Something only a senior can know.
Something only a senior can know.
There's gonna be a mechanical bull at prom this year.
Where the hell do you go to school?
Don't ask him that. He might actually
Oh,
answer.
sorry. Yes.
You might actually answer.
But I just wanted to know.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well, then what's your birth month?
My birth month, March.
Okay, then you didn't vote for Trump because you would have literally just turned 18. Goodbye, Hayden. We found you out.
Yeah.
We found you out, Hayden. GG.
Andrew.
Hello, Andrew. Andrew's just simply not here. So we're going to move on to the next guest. Here we go, you guys. Everyone just give us a minute, you guys. If you're one of the 8.9 thousand people watching over on TikTok, make sure that you're double tapping on that screen for me. If you're one of the 2.5 thousand people watching over on YouTube, drop a sub and a like while you're at it. And we're going to move on to the next guest here, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody watching the stream. Here we go. Next guest is loading up. Go ahead and drop a MAGA for me down below in that live chat if you would like to join up in debate. And here we go. All right. This is great, you guys. We're still trying to find that next debate. There's honestly a lot of people that are scared, a lot more than usual. I think they're scared of you, Jaden.
That might be it. Already no. Already absolute fucking no.
I love.
Nope. Stop right fucking now.
Oh,
Thank
you don't like Evil Dean?
That's who that was?
That's Evil Dean.
Oh, I never met him.
Oh yeah, Evil Dean is Evil Dean's Evil Dean, man.
Oh, they were telling me to impersonate him when I was doing a impersonation of all the TikTok creators, but I hadn't heard of him.
Desandra, thank you for the motorcycle. Yeah, there's Evil Dean. Evil Dean is kind of a community staple in the sense of trolls. So we're gonna move on to the next guest. And Patricia, thank you for the $10 donation over on PayPal. Everyone, please show some love to Patricia down below in that chat. Well, welcome to the lore, Jaden. Okay, we've done some community building and kind of have some of that lore built up.
I see. I'll get myself acquainted.
Well, all right, next guest. Hey, Rebecca.
Oh, look, it's Dean.
How old are you?
And Jaden.
And Jaden.
Shop liver much?
You've been in my live stream before. You know how old I am.
I've been in your live.
I don't know you.
Yes.
Oh, you're Rebecca. Oh, this will be a really interesting conversation. I know you voted for Trump. Let's go and have I know exactly who you are. And the whole chat is about to as well. So why did you vote for Trump?
I voted for Trump because of basic, like, for him to get out of, like, the school's wokeness and stuff.
Okay, what is
Also,
wokeness?
just basically because he's just a good president.
What is wokeness?
Wokeness is literally having pronouns be taught to schools.
You don't believe schools should teach English?
Wait. You think it's woke to teach pronouns in school?
Not the type to like have like the alphabet community.
Okay, what's a pronoun?
What do you mean? Okay, I'm gonna let Jaden take off.
Can you define a pronoun, please?
It's he, she, all those things.
All those, but like definitionally, what is a pronoun?
I know what a pronoun is, but
Well, tell us.
my whole point.
I mean, you want to get rid of them. I just want to understand that you know what it is you're getting rid
I know
of.
who you are too.
Now you do.
I've been known. Anyways,
Your grammar is excellent today, isn't it?
all the public schools have nothing but the alphabet community's flag.
When you say alphabet community, that's just like you being like silly and funny, referring to the LGBTQ plus community, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone's laughing just because we really thought it was funny.
I honestly don't care about your fan base.
Okay. So
wait, but why should we care about yours though? Because you feel as though, for whatever reason, having representation in school is...
He should get canceled. Just because you
Wait.
associate with Harry.
What? I was not talking about that. We're talking about schools? The
Oh,
fuck did that come from?
I'm
asking, why should we care about your feelings?
It's not feelings, it's actual facts. If you associate with someone who
does bad things, you should get canceled too. I'd say...
How did we get here? Did I miss something?
I don't know.
Did I maybe not hear something?
We're just gonna give it one sentence and get back to it. I'd agree that could be indicative of like bad virtues that you'd want to hold accountable if like one knowingly associated with said bad actor, but like I didn't. So
yeah, but
going back to the debate
associated with him.
What did I just say? Like I think that's like fine if you don't know, like that's not something anybody would
okay, so then re-explain.
Given that like they address it like correctly. But why so just go back to the debate about why you voted for
him in general.
Okay, yeah, do you think that Trump should be canceled for associating himself with like Epstein? Or I bet your argument will be, he didn't know.
I honestly think that Trump isn't really completely perfect. We're all not perfect.
Like God, like do you literally consider like
where do you draw the distinction?
I just think that you and Parker and like all four of you should get canceled because...
Oh, thank God I'm spared. Let me tell you something, Rebecca. This is the problem that I had with other people this morning that have run lives about this and run rampant on this discussion. That you don't actually care about the people affected. You don't actually care about the greater conversation that needs to be had about boundaries and consent. You're using this as leverage. You are using these people's stories as leverage to lobby baseless attacks against people you were already predisposed to disliking in the first place. We have nothing to do with their behavior, nor have we condoned it. And you're only using this as an attack on us based on some past association and not actually to bring yourself to have a conversation on these things.
She left.
Of course you fucking left, loser. Get out.
Yeah, like I've seen a lot of hypocrisy. Both sides, I'm going to be honest. But a lot from the right. I couldn't agree anymore. Katie, I'd like to thank you for the $25 donation over on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love, Katie. Everybody, please show some love to Kate, down below in that chat for the $25. Oh, apparently she's a Yahtzee. And she posted stuff on Twitter. Okay. Kate was like, don't give her a platform. Platform revoked. Yeah, appreciate you for the call out and for the love, Kate. That's very kind of you. And then also, secondarily, I was going to say something else, but now I've like seemingly forgot it. I'll let you guys know if I remember, honestly. Oh, I remember. So we just got a flag on the live. The flag, I don't think Rebecca left. I think she got banned. And this ban basically says that she did something wrong. She was engaging in hate speech, probably as like with her statements related to the LGBTQ plus community. And the next time I have a guest come up here and get one of those flags, the TikTok live will get taken down. I just want to let you guys know, I'm like 50 for 50 with the lives getting taken down. It's gonna happen. Okay. So for the 9.3 thousand people in here, here's exactly what to do when this live ceases to exist. So make sure you're listening close because this is gonna happen. 90% certainty. in the next 30 minutes. Soon as the live ends, because it's taken down by TikTok for something a guest said, go to the link tree in my bio, click through to my YouTube account, and you will then be exposed to a whole new world of another perspective on these same streams in the studio setup with a 4K camera on YouTube as we speak, where you will then be able to keep up to date with me and what account I'm going to next or how long the ban is. Every single time the live gets taken down and I give this PSA beforehand, we end up having a couple thousand people go over there. So I'd recommend you do it. As soon as the live gets taken down, head over to that YouTube. Now moving on to the next guest. Here we go, you guys. All right. Here we go. Everyone just give us a minute while that next guest loads in. Also, guys, make sure... Oh, no! I was about to say something about Jaden, and I accidentally kicked him. I'm going to go ahead and say what I was going to say about Jaden, but I accidentally kicked him beforehand. So, Jaden, please hop in that queue for me. In fact, I have the availability to invite you. I just sent you an invite. I was going to say, if you want to support... I'm sorry, Jaden. I was literally about to say, if you want to support Jaden, our great co-host with astronomically great takes, you could find all of his pay links through his bio. Same thing for me, my Venmo, my PayPal. I get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms. You can find them in the link tree in my bio on TikTok or in the pinned message over on YouTube, where you can also support me through Super Chat. Just know I appreciate you guys. What is going on? Tillis, did you vote for Trump?
No. I'm from Germany.
Guten Tag.
Well,
Okay.
we're only looking to debate people that voted for Trump, quite frankly. Amelia, thank you for the $13 over on PayPal. I appreciate you for that love, Amelia. Everybody, please show some love to Amelia down below in that chat. You guys have been so incredibly kind today. Like, seriously, bro. You guys have been so fucking kind. It is unreal. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'd just like to reiterate for new viewers that the proceeds, like, from the donations today aren't going to me. Going to the girlfriend for her birthday on the 22nd.
And good on you for taking care of your lady. I made the mistake a long time ago of telling people who I was dating, and unfortunately, these people are wildly fucking disgusting and ruthless. So good on you for keeping her and your relationship protected and private. We all admire and respect that, Dean.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really hard because you know there's a lot of unfairness to her because of that. You know, like you want to be able to speak publicly about your partner. You want to be able to post your partner. You want to be able to show them public love. Give them their own reels on Instagram. Maybe their own post on the anniversary. Show them love. You know what I mean? Publicly speaking as well. And I feel like that sentiment is going to be heard very loudly, especially by people my generation. And you know, like that's one of the things that we've kind of determined is that is genuinely unfair to her, and she faces a lot of struggles. Being in a relationship with me because of what I do that, you know, she maybe wouldn't face if she was in a relationship with somebody else. So, you know, love her to shit. Love her.
How long have you been dating?
Well, we have been like on and off for years, man. Like she's like the high school sweetheart.
Aw.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy story. Yeah, we made it work. We made it work, guys. You know,
We love that.
Britt, what's up? How old are you?
Dean, I just have to say hi.
Oh no, I didn't. Why does it do that? I objectively clicked on the guest there. Okay, so the first time I thought I made a mistake and kicked Jaden accidentally, but that time I objectively hit the X on the guest and it kicked Jaden out. Okay, so there's something buggy with TikTok. I clicked the X on the guest account and I kicked Jaden out again. I'm so sorry, Jaden.
Yeah, we know who Evil Dean is now.
Evil Dean's coming out. I'm so sorry, bro.
It's okay.
We're gonna go to get that next guest up here, bro. L TikTok. Somebody in the chat said Jaden fight back. Yo, what's up, Boo? Did you vote for Trump?
No, I actually didn't vote at all.
Okay, I'm going to be extra careful with this kick. There we go. Got the right guess. Tiana, thank you for the $25 over on PayPal. Thank you for the love, Tiana. Everybody, please show so much love to Tiana down below in that chat. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, Tiana. What's going on, Nathan? Did you vote for Trump?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay, what time is it?
It is 7:32 Eastern Standard Time, Florida.
Okay. You from Britain?
No, I do not have a British accent.
I heard something earlier, but okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have food in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Why'd you vote for Trump?
I think I voted a bit differently than a lot of my fellow Trump voters. I voted because I'm afraid of the state of democracy right now, and I think that Donald Trump was the candidate that mostly would be the better candidate for democracy.
Dude, he's already plunged us into a constitutional crisis, disrespecting the media's right to freedom of press, disrespecting Americans' right to freedom of speech, and ignoring court orders from judges not only by literally ignoring them and not following them, but also by calling America saying that America's in a state of having a judicial coup. Not to mention the fact that he also literally tried to rig the outcome of the 2020 election. You're trolling, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that like he is this like saint. I personally would probably
he's the
have
Antichrist.
Voted, yeah. I know. I'm not saying that he's like this great person. I'm not like ultra MAGA Trump voter, right? So I probably, if Biden had stayed in, I probably would have voted for Biden.
Okay. So why was Biden better than Kamala Harris?
I think that he was better. No, okay. I think that she was probably she's okay.
I mean, she objectively was a better candidate than him. Younger, more intelligent, more aware, better policy, slightly, better character, more personable.
You can't argue she was racist.
I just have okay. This is my thing with the whole state of democracy thing. Biden was the candidate. He was going to be the candidate for the majority of the time. Like the primaries had already happened, and then he was just shoved aside, and that was completely, in my opinion, unfair. Whoa. And it like that to me, it's worrying. I'm not saying that the Republican Party is the saving party for democracy, but I think that the Democrats right now are leading in the direction
you're just misled. You're just misled, and I can explain why. So the reason why you're misled was because Biden stepping down and Kamala Harris stepping up was not an infringement upon our democracy or any function of our democracy. The DNC alongside the RNC are private political parties of the likes of which you could start one tomorrow, not to mention in order for Kamala Harris to be the primary running candidate for the Democrat Party, she had to get more than half of the votes from the delegates in the DNC, which is the typical procedures for primaries every single election, not to mention the fact that in the general, you had the right to vote for whoever you wanted, whether that was Kamala Harris, whether that was Biden, even though he dropped out, Trump, or even yourself. And then it's also important to consider, answer this question in good faith, would we be in a constitutional crisis if Kamala Harris was elected right now?
No, but I don't think that necessarily means that we
are we in a
be
constitutional
eventually.
are we in a constitutional crisis as exists under Trump?
I would say yes.
Okay, so who's better?
Doesn't.
Okay, why are you trolling? Why are you trolling? Why are you?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You have a repost like shitting on the Republicans.
I do. When?
Yeah. Your
own
repost.
When? I don't use TikTok.
It is your only repost on your account. It says Republicans, the party of small government, celebrating the rise of theocratic tyranny.
I don't use TikTok. I don't use TikTok. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. That's why I only
use TikTok to repost that video.
I know.
Stop being dishonest. Why are you gaslighting?
How old is that video?
Why are you gaslighting me?
I swear to God.
Get the fuck off the live. Stop gaslighting me. Oh! Jaden got banned! Jaden, get that appeal through. In the meantime, feel free to come back on a backup account. Whatever you want to do. Know that you're welcome here. I actually really enjoy debating with Jaden. Jaden's a smart dude, man. Jaden's a real smart guy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something about Jaden, chat. His takes are phenomenal, quite frankly. Very good debater. Very good debater. That's right. That's true. We're going to go ahead and move on to that next guest. Everyone just give us a minute. If you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. Go ahead and spam MAGA down below in that chat if you do want to join. We'll get you up here. What's up, Jocelyn? Did you vote for Trump?
No. I just wanted to say hi. And
Hi. Now bye. We're gonna get our next guest up here, but I do appreciate you for joining. Nonetheless, quite frankly, moving on. Here we go. All right, you guys. Next guest is loading in. How about that? Hello.
Oh my god, hi, Dean. I just wanted to say hi. I love you.
Hi. Bye. Moving on. Appreciate you for joining up. You're phenomenal. Let's go and get that next guest up in here, you guys. If you're in that queue, make sure it means that you voted for Trump. I have a feeling that this next guest is going to be British. I don't know why. I have a feeling like this next guest is going to be British. I just have that feeling, man. I just feel that way.
Total bullshit. But this picture's sexier, so I'll allow
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you.
What's up, man?
What's up, JS? Did you vote for Trump?
Hold on.
All right. Okay. All right.
Bullying
you guys,
my ass.
we're going to go ahead and try this. If you're in the TikTok and you want to debate because you voted for Trump, spam MAGA in the chat, please. There's over 8,000 people in here on the TikTok right now. There's no good reason why I shouldn't be able to easily and readily find a Trump supporter to debate. And the fact that I can't is honestly concerning. Like, let's just go and get that next guest up here. It should be easy. And the fact that it's not is very telling. It's very telling, man. Very, very telling. All right, what is going on? And why did you vote for Trump?
You a little big.
Okay, did you vote for Trump?
Look my big.
You can hear him?
And this motherfucker, we gonna really damn good.
You told me to
Look my big, little.
do something bad to him.
Oh.
Wow. Naughty. Moving on. Okay. Here we go. Everyone just give us a minute. Very naughty. Very naughty boy. Very naughty boy. Hello, Emma. Did you vote for Trump? Emma is not here, so we're going to move on to the next guest. Here we go. All right. Just give us a minute, guys. Continue to spam MAGA down below in that chat if you do want to join up and debate. Guys, this is very difficult. Hello, George. Did you vote for Trump?
Greetings. Yes, I did vote for Trump.
Okay, why?
Because he's a fucking orange orangutan. Fuck Trump. Fuck Charlie
This is
Kirk.
true. Wait, hang on. Let's hear him out. He's making some valid points there.
We're going to move on to the next guest, guys. Everyone just give us a minute. We're just trying to get that next guest up in here, guys. Everybody double tap away in that phone screen for me. If you're on the TikTok, let's try to get up to 2 million likes, y'all. Speaking like it.
What's going on, Dean?
Hello. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
And why? Why would you do that? Let's have a conversation. Why did you vote for Trump, sir?
I voted for Trump because personally I think that, I would have voted for a Democratic option if there was a better Democratic option, but there wasn't a better Democratic option than Trump. And the reason why he's better is because I just think he's more of a leader. I think he has better policies on immigration. I think he handled the Zelensky and Ukraine war stuff better than
I actually wanted to talk
Harris
about
would
that,
have ever did.
Right. How's the ceasefire holding up? Has Russia agreed to his terms and conditions so far?
I don't know about that right now, but I know that.
So the notion that he's a respected leader globally is simply not true. He was left on hold for about an hour as Putin, and this is on video, by the way, you can look this up, laughed and said, "I'll get to it later," towards his administration. They don't actually care about him. They know that he's a stooge that can use him. Is this Liam?
No.
Okay, that was distracting me. He's not actually accomplished anything. This was towards some kind of lasting peace agreement and minerals agreement that's not been signed into place by any part of the parties here. So what exactly has he gained? What exactly has he shown leadership on so far?
Putting his foot down, and Vance as well. I honestly think Vance.
Foot down in what? What's he gained? My question was, what has he gained?
What do you mean? What has he gained?
Well, Zelensky walked out of the mineral rights agreement. That's what we saw when they were yelling at him. Putin left him wait for an hour, and didn't agree to those terms and conditions of not invading further and harming these soldiers. In fact, they just launched another offensive just this last week.
Maybe it's just a lose-lose situation. Honestly, I thought
he's a leader.
But it's a lose-lose situation. What can he do?
When? What? You said he was a leader.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do something real quick. Sorry.
By the way, we just got a second flag on the live for the guy that came up here and told me to do very natty things. Oh, I'm really considering just restarting because I don't want to lose access on this account. I'd be so sad, man.
So I mean, I think it's a lose-lose situation. I mean, honestly, he agrees. I mean, there's already been so much loss and so much tragedy, sorry, in the situation that, like, what can you really do? I mean, we gave him a whole bunch of money already, and it's just like, I mean, they did act immature. I'll agree with that. I mean, telling him, just basically begging him to say sorry or whatever he was saying. But I mean, what can you do? It's a lose-lose. What do you want him to do?
To where we're at,
lose-lose.
Because you're just saying it's a lose-lose. Maybe I wouldn't want him to be like a Russian puppet. Make Russia give no concessions, with Ukraine conceding some of their land/territory. We should probably support the country who's having their right to self-determination infringed upon, having their citizens ethnically cleansed and killed at the hand of the Russian state. What I will say here is, I'm just still really confused. Why is the Grapus a better leader than the prosecutor lawyer? You said that he like puts his foot down firmer. In what respect? I don't see that. I think he's a two-faced snake. He will say he stands for law and order, but then try to rig the outcome of a presidential election, pardon violent offenders who beat up cops, and then say that he wants cop killers to be sentenced to death. He'll say he cares about the economy, but then enact economic policy in which may cause a recession and is very bad for inflation. He will say he cares about women. He claimed that he is the best president for women, but then tell the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, which has led to 66 million American women and girls not having access to abortion, which I believe infringes upon their human rights. I don't think a two-faced snake can be like a strong leader that really puts their foot down.
What do you think about Vance, Dean? What is your opinion? I've never heard about your opinions on Vance, because you're talking a lot of things about Trump, but I see a lot about Vance, honestly, in those situations.
For as much critiques that have been lobbied towards Kamala Harris about not being ready for the job, I don't understand how anybody can be okay with a 1.5-year term senator who wrote a book that was made into a Ron Howard movie as being qualified to be the next president should something happen to Trump.
Why don't you see? I mean, you just took a bunch of digs at him, but what don't you like?
Those are all facts.
What do you see wrong? Okay, but that's like
he's not ready.
He was like,
he's not prepared for the job, and he's shown a level. He has shown a level of dangerous. He has shown a level of dangerous ineptitude and willingness to delve into falsehoods that have harmed American citizens, that have harmed people who are here legally for no reason whatsoever than, at his own admission, being to levy stories and get them out to public for political gain. That is not someone who I would deem as responsible for leading this nation.
Yeah, and why did you pivot? We're talking about Trump and Harris. You don't have a response to why I don't think Trump's a strong leader, so then you start talking about Vance.
No, because with that situation entirely, it's both of them. They're both in the room. It's not just Trump and Vance, and people like to... It's not just Trump, I mean, sorry.
Okay, so then that just means that they're both spineless two-faced snakes. Got it.
Yeah.
Next.
Certainly an opportunist. I mean, he called him America's Schindler.
Yeah, and like, I don't... dude, by the way, they're I consider to be, definitionally speaking, followers. I think that Trump is a follower of the populist opinion on the right. He will shill out to his base no matter what. His base calls for stronger border protections because he calls undocumented migrants rapists, felon, MS-13 gang member pedophiles. But then tell Republicans to vote against.
Some of it's true.
Some of it's true. Are you a natural U.S.-born citizen?
Yes, I am. Well, I'm American Mexican. I was born here.
You are 2 times more likely to be any one of those things or to commit a violent crime compared to an undocumented migrant. You stereotyping degenerate.
I think that's just very wrong. I don't really agree with that. How could you really even if you say some of yourself, some of those cases go untold or unsaid. So are you just trying to say from the cases that have been told of SA, rape, all of this stuff, that it's mostly American Mexican people or people that are immigrants?
I said Mexican.
American and Mexican, it's comparing natural U.S.-born citizens compared to undocumented migrants.
I mean, I understand that, yeah, but like at the beginning, it was mostly criminals, and if you come into this country illegally, you are doing something
you're
criminal.
wrong.
So
It
you
is
can't not be a criminal if you're an illegal immigrant.
Violent offenders are, I mean, natural-born U.S. citizens are 2 times more likely to commit a violent offense compared to undocumented migrants.
I mean, so don't you think that we should get them out of the country then, if they're more likely to do those things?
They're 2 times less likely than you.
I don't know. I think that that's a very, very wrong statistic. I mean, I don't know how
Wrong
that's really can be
statistic. Okay, it's coming
proven.
from
I don't know.
TNAS, and it's been a conglomerate of crime stats since the 70s, bro.
I actually have one for you from the 1870s.
Wow. So that's crazy. So
it dates back from 1870 to 2020 in terms of arrest records. Still less likely, 60% less likely than U.S. citizens to be incarcerated.
Look at that. Quite frankly, we're gonna restart the live after this, guys. A ban is looming. A ban is looming. Everybody on TikTok. Remember where to go if we get taken down.
Oh no, you're good, Dean. You're good, Dean. Do it right now, dude. It was nice talking to you, though, dude. I definitely respect you. I still do want to chat. I mean, I still do want to chat, but you keep like going back to these statistics that I don't think they can be proven or done. Like,
what?
I don't know.
I
mean, tell me, how did they get
that has been tracked?
I can give you the study. This is from the 2023 National Bureau of Economic Research. Okay, 60% less likely to be incarcerated than U.S.-born citizens in 2020. Gap has been widening. This is an increase of what it was 150 years ago.
Also, you asked how we prove that. This is like one of like the easiest, most common sense stats ever. They prove it by looking at arrest and incarceration rates for various crimes, and then they see who's a citizen and they see who's not a citizen.
Okay, but that's kind of like besides the point. If you're not a citizen, therefore you're here illegally, then you are a criminal. Every single person who's illegally is a criminal. That is, there is no ifs, ands, buts, maybe, oh, maybe they're a nice person.
Right, but the punishment is disproportionate to the crime. That's the issue that I have with that.
So what's
You're
the
looking at
punishment?
upending people's.
What should the punishment be?
I think a fine.
A fine?
I don't think there should
so they're
be
going to
any
hand them a
punishment
ticket and leave them.
I don't really care. Yeah, I personally don't care. If you want to enact a punishment, probably a fine.
I mean, I think that that's just very. I mean, that just goes against all of the kind of. I mean, I bet you wouldn't agree with that, really, because if you're saying break the law and you just get a fine. So
you
like,
do that for speeding.
But it's very different, dude. Come on,
how?
It's very different.
If anything, speeding's worse than undocumented migration right now.
Right.
Like, and the reason I think that is because speeding, like, could actually potentially harm people, cause accidents, etc. What is one way that undocumented migrants that have not committed violent crimes hurt you, me, or any other American?
It doesn't. I mean, it kind of hurts. They take our jobs. They take our like.
Take our jobs. Okay. Does it hurt when legal migrants take your jobs?
Not. I mean, it doesn't hurt as more. It doesn't hurt as more. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like you're getting played as more. You know what I mean?
Does it hurt when I take somebody's job by like being one of the largest political like streamers and debaters?
Because these people are working for barely nothing. They're working for barely
lower
nothing.
wages.
There's nothing about their background. Yeah.
So tell me why undocumented migrants.
Slaves. They're basically slaves.
So first of all, saying they're basically slaves is absolutely fucking insane. We need to understand that undocumented migrants have the same labor protections that U.S. citizens have in our country, but they do have lower wages on average. My question to you is, do you know why?
Because they'll take it. That's all they can take. I mean, they'll take literally anything that they can get because
I'm asking you why.
I just told you why. Because they'll take anything that they can get because they can. Because
I'm
other places ask for
papers.
Other places ask for papers.
Okay, so you're saying that they're taking lower wages because they don't have papers to work.
They don't have papers to work in any place.
Okay, well, that's technically false. That's technically false. So undocumented migrants can work over the table with the use of an ITIN. That's why undocumented migrants pay close to $100 billion per year in federal, state, and local taxes. I bet you didn't fucking know that. The reason why undocumented migrants have lower wages on average when compared to citizens is the fact that they have less, what is it? Bargaining? There you go. Less bargaining power as compared to citizens because they don't have a permanent residency or citizenship. Like the principle that more bargaining power equates to higher wages is evidently true. It's the driving principle behind the existence of unions. Unions give like employees more bargaining power against their employer so they could seek things such as higher wages. So when we see that undocumented migrants have a lower level of bargaining power compared to citizens, we'd expect them to have lower wages on average. What's my solution to the issue? Not just to completely strip them away from that job, send them out of the country, hurting them and our economy and our average qualities of lives, but to rather offer them a pathway to residency or citizenship so they could have the same amount of bargaining power as citizens or permanent residents, meaning that they are not hurting average wages.
I think it just hurts our wages to begin with when they're here taking our jobs for practically nothing. I think that just kind of counterintuitive.
I just explained this.
I understand.
If you give them a pathway to residency or citizenship, they will not have lower wages on average.
Oh, okay, but I mean, who's going to catch them? It has to be, and they're not criminals.
Why would they need to be caught if they're not criminals at that point?
These people
have legal status.
criminals. These people
Wait, but why would they need to be caught if they'd have legal status at that point?
No, but they have to catch them to say, hey, then I want to. Who's this path?
Right, they would be processed through legal entry at the border.
Hey, you're an illegal immigrant. Come here and get your citizenship.
No, we should expand legal ports of entry at the border. More processing center, more judges, more holding facilities.
But I agree for the undocumented migrants. I agree to give undocumented migrants said pathway in the country. You literally say, if you're an undocumented migrant, get citizenship or residency here, have readily available public, businesses operated by our government to offer them exactly that at no or low cost. And undocumented migrants will come.
These people are calling me racist in the comments and saying,
just ignore it.
And I know, but it doesn't make any sense.
Can you respond to me instead of the comments? And if you want to respond to the comments, I'll just send you right back.
No, I understand.
So what's your critique of offering undocumented migrants a pathway to residency or citizenship compared to mass deportation? Because it is a case that mass deportation only hurts the migrants, only hurts us, only hurts our country, only hurts our economy. Meanwhile, offering them a pathway to residency or citizen only helps them, only helps us, only helps America and the American economy.
Okay, so for instance, are you gonna open up this place where they can come? Like if they're in the country already, I'm not saying they're out of the country trying to come in the country.
Do you agree or disagree that mass deportation leads to worse empirical outcomes when compared to mass amnesty?
I would agree to a certain extent, yeah.
So then why do you support mass deportation over mass amnesty if it literally leads to worse outcomes?
I never said
supporting the worst of two options.
I'm saying if there's a better way to do it.
So do you support mass amnesty?
I don't understand what that word is, sorry.
Just giving undocumented migrants a pathway to residency or citizenship.
I do support that. I mean, if there's a will, there's obviously a way, but how are we going to do that?
Congrats. One second. Now you're a liberal.
I'm okay, but that's like.
What about Trump's immigration policy do you support if not as mass deportation?
Well, I would say mass deportation is only going to help so much. Where are we going to send these people? We're already having problems.
So then why do you support Trump's immigration policy?
I mean, I support it to a certain extent.
What do you support?
I mean, there's only one way to do it. It's either
not what I'm asking you. What about immigration policy do you support?
Some people get deported, and then they have to
answer my question. What about Donald Trump's immigration policy do you support?
I support getting the criminals out 100%. I support at least getting the
So you do support mass deportation, dude. Why are you contradicting yourself with every fucking breath?
The problem is you're conflating people who cross the border illegally with being a criminal.
That's just a little. Just the criminals, that's a small section.
But you are conflating people who cross the border illegally as being criminals. That's what you've stated multiple times here, which would entail mass migration of all people regardless of any kind of violent criminal status they may hold.
Okay, quote unquote. Okay, but the violent criminals, reoffenders.
Right, you said you only want to target violent criminals, and now you're saying that people who cross illegally are in fact criminals themselves and should be deported as well. So where do you draw the distinction?
Okay, I feel like maybe there should be a distinction there. So I'll draw one. I'll say that right there, violent criminals should be deported, have to wait a certain period of time, maybe even forever before they can come in. And
I actually don't even know if I agree with that.
But the other people, they can maybe but somebody has to come find these people. So it's going to be.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why I might even disagree with that?
Why do you disagree with that? How are they going to do it then?
I think that we should probably put the violent criminal and undocumented migrants in American jails.
That's what we do. That's what we do already, don't we? We put them in jails and they continue to reoffend because they basically have the same They go to jail and nobody comes to them and say,
wait, are you arguing that they wouldn't reoffend if they're just sent back to their country of origin and make their way back to America or other nations?
That's why we have to have better border security. We have to have better border. That can't happen. How is that going to happen?
This guy's just not tracking a conversation.
Your argument was about reoffending. A moment ago,
I said they reoffend. How do you think these people who raped people?
They can't reoffend if they're in prison. You're suggesting we simply deport them back to another country. As if that's going to stop reoffending. They'll still reoffend. It just wouldn't be on U.S. border. Crime's still a crime.
Would you rather have a child rapist roaming free in the streets of Mexico or in an American jail?
Definitely. Why can't they be transported? Why can't they go to a Mexican
That's not
jail?
the question.
Why? What do you mean that's not the question?
Would you rather they essay a minor in Mexico versus being in prison in the United States?
I'd rather them go to a Mexican jail.
So I'm fine with that as long as it generates better empirical outcomes. Like if we know that the Mexican...
It will, because it won't be in an American jail.
If the Mexican criminal justice system is more reliable than that of America's, I'd support sending them to a Mexican jail. However, is the case that the American criminal justice system is more reliable than the Mexican criminal justice system, I would support keeping them housed in an American jail. The reason why I support that is because it's just literally reducing the likelihood of them not being in jail to recommit.
Okay, so after they get out of jail, then what do you want for these? You want them to have a pathway to citizenship? Do you want them to? What do you want for them afterwards?
I'm agnostic on that claim. I've been thinking about that on my end, but I'm pretty sympathetic to the idea of like deporting them. Like I think that like my best version of a border in my head is essentially like as many public ports of entry as possible, while only like screening individuals for prior violent offenses.
I mean, down the line, that's probably what's going to happen, or either probably going to be.
Do you support that?
What's going to happen?
Do you support
what?
That? Do you support that?
I support that. Yeah.
Okay, then you don't support Donald Trump.
Right.
I mean, but that's an
one
advanced
thing,
problem that
name
you
one
talk
thing
about.
about Donald Trump's immigration policy that's not true of Kamala Harris's that you support.
I mean, he can only do so much, and honestly,
shut up and answer my question.
I mean, what do you mean? What do I like? I'm telling you, I like what he's doing.
Name one thing that Donald Trump is/was/will do for immigration that Kamala Harris was not going to do that made you vote for him because of immigration.
Okay, him getting the criminals, actual criminals, the people who are honestly...
Biden and Harris deported undocumented migrants who'd committed crimes. Yes. Kamala Harris probably would have continued that, yeah.
But Trump's put his foot down, though. Like, he does it better.
Put his foot down on all undocumented migrants!
Half the rate.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
His first month report was half of what it was under Biden's final month.
Because maybe it was a more advanced system. You know, I don't know why that is.
You're saying he's doing it better. It was 12,000 in Biden's final month, 5,000 in Trump's first.
I mean, I can't explain that. As far as I know, Trump is firing the people at ICE because he wants better numbers. He's striving for better numbers. I don't know anything about his policies or system that would make those numbers go down. Maybe people
are being deported.
Maybe people are more scared and they're more cautious.
The only thing that is true of Trump's deportation policy that wasn't true of Biden and Harris is, keep in mind, I think that the Democrat Party is not the best for immigration. I just merely think they're better than the Republicans. Was that Biden, Harris, and Democrats only really have a strong focus on deporting undocumented migrants that have committed violent crimes, etc. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's administration wants to deport all undocumented migrants, including individuals that have not committed violent crimes.
And the citizen family members of those migrants.
Yep. Including a 10-year-old girl with brain cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you are fucking insufferable, and I'm very close to ending this conversation.
Okay, hold on.
I want to make that fact clear and known.
Okay, so I'm just saying this. He maybe has a strong right stance on that situation. But I'm saying, like, what I really do like about that, though, is, like, that's kind of like a part of what I would say. I would say definitely get them out of their situation, out of this, and then give them a pathway to, like,
Nobody knows what this guy is saying. Nobody knows what you're saying.
I've been in a family member.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
Okay, but let me tell you my situation. Okay, I've had a family member who's been deported. She had to wait a certain amount of time, and then
I want to know why you think that Donald Trump was a better presidential candidate than Kamala Harris.
And I'm telling you why, because the things that he's doing isn't necessarily wrong. You're acting like I disagree with what he's doing.
Deporting U.S. citizens isn't wrong?
And when has he done that?
We just gave you an instance of a 10-year-old girl recovering from brain cancer.
Okay, but why would
she
he
and
do
her
that,
siblings were
though?
deported?
Was that really him, or was that somebody?
Yes, that was really him. It happened this year.
Okay, but why would he
The
do
order
that?
was
though? It
carried
has
out
to
by
be-
him
Okay,
because
why
they
would he
had
do
family
that?
members who were undocumented. I believe it was the parents.
Okay, you know what he says about that? He wants to keep the families together. Maybe the girl decided
So
to
we
be
should
with her
deport
family.
U.S. citizens?
If to be with their family, yes.
You're
Oh
okay
my
Be
with
with their
God.
deporting
family.
U.S. citizens?
What are
Yes.
we gonna do? Leave her without her
No,
family?
you leave the family here. Huh.
Okay, but what if her family was very like high crime or just
Wait,
They
something
wait.
along
weren't. They
that
They
lines?
weren't.
weren't.
I mean, I don't know what you want. Like, I mean that's got to be the option. They
Not
deported for
only
a little
that, but
bit.
they've
They get pathway to
apprehended U.S.
citizenship over
citizens.
there. They
Didn't
get
There was a
pathway to citizenship over
10
there.
minutes ago, you
Okay, I
conceded.
understand.
Shut the fuck up. 10 minutes ago, you conceded and agreed that mass amnesty is significantly better than mass deportation for nonviolent, undocumented migrants. 10 minutes ago, you made that concession after I described to you the negative empirical outcomes of mass deportation and the positive empirical outcomes of mass amnesty. You said, yes, I support mass amnesty. I think that's a good idea. And now you are arguing for deporting a family that included a U.S. citizen that were undocumented that hadn't committed violent offenses. You are contradicting a concession that you made to me right now. Why? I'm you. I'm you, please. Quite frankly.
Quite frankly, okay.
So
Wait,
good.
why did you mute me?
Because I was angry, and I was annoyed, and I was upset, and I wanted to be heard, and I wanted to describe to you that you are contradicting a concession that you made 10 minutes ago.
Okay, but I was agreeing to it, and the way that I thought of it was like maybe there is a place or something. Maybe you could even turn yourself in as an illegal, undocumented immigrant and say, "Hey, I want a pathway to citizenship right here before ICE even shows up to the door, and everyone has to go now because you guys."
You're not making sense. So I'm kicking you for my own cortisol
That's
levels.
fair. Did you want to reset? I've got like
Yeah.
another hour left.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and reset. Just
right.
because of the bands. One's Lumen, one's on its way.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a restart out of the way, so we're not gonna get the account gone. It's kind of shitty. It's not too much fun, but it's gonna be required. So everybody, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay,
Appreciate you for joining, Jaden. You are phenomenal.
Thanks.
And I always enjoy the time I spend coasting with you. And for everybody else on TikTok, all you got to do is click on my account, count the